The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.
Even before we really get started, man, it's the holiday season, see.
Yes, it is. 'Tis the season.
It's the season. And you know, I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. I'm a terrible boss. How many paychecks I owe y'all? All of them? 2 years. 2 years backed up on my guy.
Oh shit!
No, we ain't making no money.
Oh,
So we just here.
I'm over here like I'm past 30-day probation. Okay, not 30. You know,
we got to do your evaluation. So I'm gonna make sure. I was like, you know what? I can't do everything, but what I can do, I went and got y'all some stuff. Shout out to the people from Toot and Carry, man.
Oh, I like that place.
We need a sponsorship. But I did buy something first. I want you to have this.
Hey,
look at that.
Shout out to Toot and Carry. If you would like to sponsor Streets A&R, feel free to reach out to us on Instagram.
I got you some, young guy. Let's see if y'all like it, man. Give me a second. I'm gonna get up. Talk to him, see.
Yeah, so I'm just really excited to get this episode of the podcast started. I'm gonna let obviously you, Eric, introduce our special guest, but this is actually my first time on the show with a guest, so I'm super excited about that because I started off as a guest and now I'm here co-hosting, so this is super dope.
Look at young guy. He like, ooh.
That's dope. Look at
Okay, that's
jealous.
fly. Got the satchel.
I should have got.
You said what?
last one.
Oh, you have? I got you, bro. Don't worry about it.
You could fit all the USBs up in there.
Oh shoot!
He going.
I should have came last week. I didn't want to miss.
Yeah, nah, you
feel
good.
like a little kid with no gift.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. I can let you hold one of mine. I need it back, though. I need it back.
That was dope.
Talking about somebody get him one of them under the tree.
Man, read that so that mashup. Look, nah. Get that back. Yeah,
Oh, that's
man.
fire. You got the little breastplates.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that's the backpack.
Okay, New York undercover.
Oh, he about to be out there with his camera with the backpack like this. He'll be like this. Look, y'all see it? Y'all see it?
Listen, it's
Oh, appreciate you.
you welcome. You gotta try. I'm like, we ain't on Joe Budden status, but
We headed there.
Yeah.
We headed there.
I was like, you know what?
Or $1 million worth of game.
Yeah, I got a little change, and everybody got a good sale. But let me get them something real. I think they gonna like it and enjoy it, man. Got myself a couple things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Took care of wifey too.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, we out here, man. We, again, try. But man, welcome to the Streets A&R Podcast. It's your host, Giddy Jicky with it.
It's your girl, CLB.
And we got today, I'm not gonna lie, you are our first guest in our new spot.
No, sir.
And it's very fitting. Very fitting,
I'm
man.
here all week.
Listen, very fitting for somebody that has been on the scene of music and been a pioneer for this city in hip hop for, I'm thinking, what, at least 2 decades now?
Yeah, we at 25 years now.
25.
Wow.
25 years of doing it.
Actually, 27.
27 of doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not talking.
Because they got to add in the talent show year.
Oh, yeah. That's where you
Yeah.
get the stripes.
That's where
That's
it
the
was.
foundation.
Yeah, that's what Roy Davenport and all them.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause they did real shows. It wasn't, you can ask Big Wade, and then whenever you have Wade, they'll let you know.
Yeah.
Me, him, and maybe one or two other groups besides a dance group or two that had it together. We were the main attraction to each talent show.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Y'all don't know who this is. Talking is the TOOT.
Yo.
I got Toot.
Yo.
Toot in the house, man. We appreciate you coming through, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you inviting me. It's I checked you out on the gram. I was like, that looked dope. And when you hit me, I still didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But now look, I mean, I've been watching. I didn't even know.
Yeah, listen. It's good to have that separation. So that means the brand is itself is its entity.
Yeah.
And I can be myself
Indeed.
doing what I do. So, being able to recognize the show and the brand is a good thing, man. That's what we just trying to build the community, man.
Indeed.
The community of doers, man.
Yes, indeed.
So, Toot, man, for the people who don't know you, man, give them just a little background on who you are, what you do, and kind of how you done got to where you done got to.
As y'all know, I'm Toot. The Omaha rapper. Now I go by Toot Brown because there's some Toots out there I didn't know about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my stuff keep landing on their social. Like they getting my streams, on their channel.
Was that you tooted and booted? No, it should have been. I should have did it.
You know what I'm saying?
I missed that one.
So I added the Brown on just so
Yeah.
that, my last
Okay.
name. And so that way I can separate myself from the other guys. And not many rappers got Toot. First name and last name anyway. But Sean Carter, Sean Diddy, Puppy Cone. But so I just added the last name so I could separate myself. Been in it for 25 strong years, 20 years professionally. 27 if you, like I said, I add in the talent shows and the embarking on it. We come from you gotta remember what this city was. This city was the battle of the bands in the 60s. This was known for all of the bands that come to 24th Street before the riots, 60s, 50s, Muddy Waters. This was they stop. All of them.
On the chilling circuit.
Yep, on the chilling circuit. And so we, Preston Love, he's historian here as well. So I took all that history and I said, well, I got to put my mark on it. My uncle, my mom, and all these were real musicians, quartets that were, going around. So I've been around this since I was a baby.
Wow. That's amazing. So like somebody being or doing what you do for such a long time and thriving within the city, like how much have you seen music change when it comes to local artists, and like what do you feel is lacking currently?
What's lacking is people like us. Like I mentioned Roy. So we're not, you got the Culture House doing things for, a community, but we've lost a major role of people, major role of people that didn't step up after these people because the change, they didn't know how to step up after the change in music. So you had your Roy Davenports, you had your Carl Washington, you had your Ronald Parker.
Right.
He did a lot of talent shows for North. You had the Young Ambassadors group that Roy brought up, and they did shows, and that wasn't even Roy stuff. That was his kids, his program. You had this genre, a whole unit of a next generation that's supposed to carry this legacy on for our community that didn't, and they all left because the job is too big because no one's seen it popping like that, blowing up. So the only way you can blow up is you gotta leave. No, it's the opposite.
Right.
You have to stay and do the work.
Agreed.
You had Esther Dean here. She went to high school here. She left to blow up, but this isn't her hometown, so she's not expected to come back and put in, but she was watered here.
Right.
She came through our circles.
Yep.
She came through our musicians, learning. Then she went to, hotter musicians, or I say more musicians that were more experienced as far as in the industry. And, look what she's doing. You got Lazante Franklin. She write for Dark Child. You got Trosha. She with the Super Friends. These is people from Omaha I'm naming. You got Queso.
Yep.
Writes for
Met Queso.
everybody in the industry.
Yeah,
Right.
Queso out there.
Yeah, he is.
When I say he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
One of the dopest people I work with. I work with him to this day. He sat me down. He said, "Toot, all you need is a hit." I've been working with him for the past 3 years. He said, "Toot, you just need a hit, but you're dated." He said, "Everything you talk about in your music is dope. Your sound is okay. It's dope, but it's dated." So, it's a different thing happening. So you got all these people in the industry from here, from our era, that just had to go out. And if all of them was to come back to touch the community of people that's serious, grab the talent that's real serious, that can be molded, that can be shown, and spark it, spark a light into the next person, and it just creates a fire. This, like, just like what Bud did, what Bud's doing right now, we are all supposed to piggyback off of that. Yourself, us, we are supposed to piggyback off of what his success, and it's not crab in a barrel. So this is what people think. It's a crab in a barrel. No. Now we know what success looks like. We know what the next stage looks like. We can see it in front of us every day. How many stars you see walk around here? But you go to Atlanta, you see stars walking around like normal people. You go to New York, you see the same thing. You go to LA, you see the same thing. So think of all the people that's helping the industry and making money in it. Matter of fact, dude that he did Kendrick Lamar's stuff, arranged this whole album to Pimp a Butterfly.
Terrence Martin.
Yeah, he's from here.
His dad, they from here. So
you see what I'm saying? But that lets you know what's from here.
Right.
We can name the Battle of the Bands. You can name Preston Love. You can name all these greats from here, and then other people I just named and more. You got Big Bear. You know, he was one of the first signed rappers. I got his CD down south when I was signed in New Orleans to Utopia Entertainment. I got his stuff. He was with Suave House, Rap A Lot.
Oh, with Rap.
Yeah, he was with Rap A Lot. You know what I'm saying? This is Big Bear. He grew up in Myrtle and this by the tech, by the tech building. You know what I'm saying? So you got all this experience, but everybody felt like it was to go and make these other communities greater. No, that wasn't the job. The job is to make this community greater.
Yep.
So, I don't know where the question was, but it took me into all that.
Yeah.
No,
Go ahead, see.
yeah, no, I think you answered it perfectly, because we always have these conversations. Like when I did an interview on the show, because I just moved back from LA, and that was my biggest thing. Like I work in entertainment,
Right.
so being
You could
out
tell
there.
by the way too.
Oh, really?
You could tell
How?
by the way you market yourself. I said she does something. I just didn't know what. I knew it was, something professional.
Yeah, but no, I liked your response, because it was like all the time that I spent out in LA working in the industry, like, once you get in it, and you're like, I soaked it up. That was easy.
Indeed.
Bet I could take my skill and I can run with it. It was a light bulb that went off in my head to where I was like, the homies that I know from LA, right, trying to make it, they still support their community. They love their neighborhood and they bring it back. And I'm like, I'm not from here.
Right.
Like, I've done it here. Like, I felt like I hit my glass ceiling there, or I hit my ceiling there, because I'm like, I can take all this knowledge I know and go back home and teach and educate. So people don't feel like they have to leave and go to New York, LA, wherever. You can thrive here.
You sure can.
So no, that's a perfect answer.
Indeed.
We on the right track.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I'm glad you even said that. I don't know if your audience knows that you were out there in LA doing it like that.
Yeah,
So
they
okay,
do.
so they know that, and now you're back here. It's not a bad thing.
No.
A lot of people look at it. What you doing back?
Yep.
Why you back here?
That was always the response. What happened?
Well, ain't nothing.
Nothing happened.
I'm doing. You see, they don't understand work.
Right.
The work. See, if you don't till the ground, you cannot plant. You have to till the ground so the seed can get planted.
Right.
And then once it's planted, it goes through a dark period. I
Yep.
believe we've already went through our dark period.
Facts.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We went through the dark period. I believe we cracked the shell. Now I think we're cracking the surface. As a matter of fact, I ain't gonna say I think. We already cracked the surface. We have a worldwide known, we talking worldwide known boxer.
Yep.
That's one of the highest levels of entertainment. Sport.
It's one of the few universal sports, that
Right.
and soccer.
Right, that everybody watches. He is pound for pound the best. He's undisputed. He's
Two-time undisputed.
two-time undisputed.
Three weight class champion.
Exactly. So this is what our job is now. You're a DJ, you're a podcast owner, and amongst other things in entertainment, throwing shows. That you're a personality. You're a this is just what I can see.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just gonna throw some things out there. You're a personality. You're a voice. You're a
Brand management.
right. You marketing, because like I said,
Yep.
the way you market yourself is beautiful. So you have all these things that you've learned out there and you went to and used, and you have all these things that you got here, and we got this person that's up here.
Yep.
Okay, it's not us pulling them down. What we're doing is continue to do this, and while we're doing this, the people under us is supposed to be doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's building that ground for us. So once we get up there, boom, we up here, right?
Yep.
And then we built the ground for the next that's pushing us up to stand on, because this is where we are. We've already cracked through the surface. You know, so now we can be seen. The plan can be seen.
Yeah, people like, what happened? Like nothing yet. We're making it happen.
They're making
Right.
it happen.
So it's funny because people always get it confused with, you know, thinking you're doing a certain thing, and it's a funny thing here. People think you're doing great. Everybody know what you're doing, but you don't ever see it in the numbers and whatever your metrics are, right?
Exactly.
So I'm like, okay, y'all watching, but are y'all watching just to see if I'm gonna fail, or are y'all watching to help me succeed?
Indeed. And you know what? That's the part we got to go through here. You know, because I believe every place goes through it. You know, and the funny thing is, a lot of them is watching to see if you're going to fail.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's just that's just a fact.
Straight up.
You know, and a lot of people aren't going to share the stuff. They're not going to click on and really tune in. They're going to, like, I haven't clicked in and tuned into a whole show, but I've looked in and said, oh, they doing something dope, right? Maybe 2 or 3 minutes out of my day, I've looked in. But that was it. So until we understand what we are to do for each other, we'll continue that. But I believe we're getting much better here.
Yeah,
you know,
we are.
we're getting much better, and you know, I'm actually impressed right now. You know, because this is the most professional area I've been in as a podcast to do some answering questions, or, you know, a podcast situation, and this is dope. You know what I'm saying? I feel loose.
Yeah,
This is
You like them chairs? You like them chairs? No.
Listen, you better be glad you went in the old chairs. You know, I had to go spend a little money, man. I'm like, all right, we can't bring them over here. We got to do something else. I was trying all kind of stuff, but no, man, it's the effort and making this what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's not even for me. It may not be for me and us to see that thing, but we have to show the blueprint. We have an opportunity to show the blueprint. A lot of us have opportunities to do something.
Indeed.
How many of us go through with it?
Indeed. You know what? I got a story. It goes with both what we're saying. I was signed in New Orleans. Okay, DreamWorks. I got out of that contract. I went to jail, you know, because I thought once you get signed, you're boom.
Yeah.
I was 18.
Yeah.
I left college on a one-way ticket. I was 18, right? I thought it was boom. So I'm down in New Orleans. They wanted me to represent New Orleans. I'm like, no, I'm from Omaha. But I'll rep New Orleans, but I'm from Omaha. I'm always repping Omaha.
Right.
You know, because I'm signed and I'm coming out of here, my album's coming out of New Orleans, I'm going to show much love, but I know nothing about this culture. This culture is the shit, honestly, but I know nothing of it. Okay. Fast forward a little bit, DreamWorks, you know, is a movie company. They were doing a deal, you know, with Michael Jordan's company, Hidden Beach.
Okay.
And so they were going to start their own, you know, label. Eric Cohan, which is a writer for DreamWorks. He wrote books and movies and scripts. And he came across me in New Orleans. He wanted me to represent New Orleans. I had a contract with DreamWorks, had a contract with Sony, had a contract with Universal. All of them wanted me to represent somewhere else, not Omaha. And I refused them all. So that's what people don't know. I took an independent deal, but then they tried to make me.
Yeah.
Went to jail and that fizzled out. Going over to DreamWorks to try to get something going. Got it going. I had to represent New Orleans. That didn't work out. Sony, I had to represent Kansas City because they were like, well, you just got to, it's in your market. It's Midwest. You can still, you know, they wanted a bigger market. That's just like when OKC lost to the Warriors. We all know they were up 3-1. We witnessed them about to sweep them almost. But they couldn't let that small market have it.
Right.
And that's what I felt like. I'm from a small market. So I always refused these deals. I had a lot of deals on the table. Before Nelly, I was in the Urban Network trade magazine. You heard of the Urban Network magazine back in the day? Okay, that tracked all the sales in each region. And so in the Midwest region, my debut was Nelly, Lil Wayne, me, Nora Jones, and Eminem in sales in the Midwest region. I debuted at number 3 with no promotion, no marketing.
Wow.
That's why all these labels came. Who is this?
Who is this?
I learned the game early because the guy at Homer's, the owner, he sat me down. He said, look, you got something. This is how you do this. He showed me the numbers game in the music at the time. It was all hand to hand.
Fish, yep.
So he showed me the game. He said, every CD you sell by hand, give me $1. I'll record it. I'll track it.
Wow.
At this time, I'm selling CDs like crazy. So I does it. So I debuted at number 3 the first week. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks in a row. The next week, I was number 1 for the next 6 weeks. This is where all the calls came. And they all wanted me to represent somewhere else. And so I never took a deal from there. I stayed independent, worked with my cousin. He had a record label called Grayside Records, Curtis Taylor. He's an actor in LA right now, Curtis Taylor. Curtis Germain.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's an actor. He's on everything. He's been on what's Issa Rae show?
Insecure?
He's been on that a whole lot. He has good fill-in roles. You know what I mean? He's getting a check. He's been on The Call, a lot of Halle Berry stuff. Batman, he was a mercenary. And I mean, he's just busy. And he said, I'd rather do this than to get a role that speaks 5 lines, because there's that's from here, Randy Goodwin.
Oh yeah, the twin.
Yeah, he said he's never taken a role unless it's 5 lines or more.
Wow.
I sat with him at the Tactical 88.
Oh, okay.
So I stayed with my cousin, and independently we killed it. We killed it independently, and we created our own chitlin circuit here. We went to Denison, Iowa, Carroll, Iowa, Des Moines, Ashland. You'll be shocked. In Ashland, they got a little cove, a lot of people that'll come support your show, and everybody's buying a CD. So I was in these communities where we do a one in our community, out of 10, you might get 2.
Right.
In their community, out of 10,
buying
it's
2.
10.
They buying 2.
You're right. I'm gonna buy one for my sister.
Right.
And my cousin.
Right.
Hey, you want one? $10 wasn't nothing to them, right? So we created the chitlin circuit, and I didn't never take a deal because I had some work to do here, and I wanted to make it from here if I, if ever was gonna blow, But I did a lot in that time frame until it was time to alter a course for life. You know what I mean? So, and I still do it.
That's what's up, bro. And it's crazy because I feel like, honestly, until the smaller markets are still relatively untapped, which most of America is small market, right?
Exactly.
There's only 12 major cities and really about 10 big ones, but the small market is untapped. And it wasn't until it even got popular to start going to the quote unquote smaller or mid-major markets until J. Cole did that Dollar in the Dream tour.
No facts.
And they was like, where is he gonna be? It's only $1 to get in the show. He just gonna throw it up and then everybody come out. And it took somebody like that who lost a whole lot of money doing that show. But it was a loss leader, but it gained a whole lot of notoriety, respect, and real, true fans.
Indeed.
And he just
organically.
Organic. He did what you were doing and a lot of independent artists were doing, just on a larger scale, because he had a machine, a name behind him already, and was building up. But he got his core from that. Dollar and Dream, and going, it's the same concept. We got to go to these markets. These people gonna support. They gonna love us forever just because we came to their home.
Oh yeah,
indeed.
They with me now.
For $1.
That documentary is still up on YouTube if you want to go check it out.
I know.
Oh, okay.
For $1.
It's craziness.
So, but think about it. the longevity he has from that.
Yep.
That's what he gained. And see, this is why because I didn't choose to take these deals, I feel like I'm still 20 in music. You know why? Because for one, health is wealth. I take care of myself. I work out every day. If I ain't lifting no weight or something, because who wants to keep trying to lift the gym? I'm running. I'm stretching. I'm actually drinking water. You know what I'm saying? I party here and there, but for the most part, it's health as well. So I want my look to. We don't crack anyway. I want my look to stay okay. The longevity I have here and reason why I can still do what I'm doing is because I never took those deals. And if I'd have took them deals, I'd be dead in the water.
They can scorn you, silence you.
Yeah, they
she knows she been in that
and
been around.
I want to give you your flowers for like standing your ground and not taking a deal at that young age, because during that time, like, to be signed, like, it was no question.
Right. It was
like, that's what you do. Yeah. Right. But in today's day and age, it's like you have that route of building an organic fan base, moving independently, but there's still that mentality of, I need to be signed, and you don't. Because in these meetings, like, they have these pots of these artists that they throw in, they're signed, but sir, it doesn't mean anything for you, because at the end of the day, there's no marketing on their end. They want to see what you can do by yourself, and there's no artist development. So your push power, your personal push power, has to be successful in itself anyway for you to even get something out of it. So
it's the game.
I commend you for that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
that's fire.
Do this? Is this All right, cool. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna say that to this. I appreciate that. My grandfather was we raised chickens in the city on 24th Street, 24th and Laird, 23rd and Laird, right down the street from Thomas Funeral Home, right? We midway between Thomas Funeral Home and Horseman football field, which is King Science Center football field. We raised chickens, geese, turkeys, small pigs. He had 3 gardens. He was an herbalist, and he was a great man. He taught me how to stand my ground. He taught us all how to stand their ground. What you believe in is what you stand for. That's what gives you life. And he taught me that at a young age. So when they were saying rep somewhere else, I'm like, no, I'm proud to be from Omaha, where other people from here will be like, leave and be like, well, I'm from here.
Right.
No, you're not. I'm not gonna say no names because there's a lot.
Oh yes, a lot of.
I'm from Minneapolis. You want to be big city so bad? No, I'm from here. I'm from this turf. Actually, a lot of people in different cities are scared of us because our bravado is, is different. Like in LA, I'm in the hood. When I was in LA, I was in the hood and I fit right in. Right. But guys was like, what set you claim? Like, I don't claim, I don't bang out here. I ain't from here.
I was gonna say, I bet they thought you were from there.
They did.
Yeah.
But I didn't, as soon as I said it like that, I don't bang out here. I ain't from out here. Well, where you from? From Nebraska. What? But our bravado, the guys, we have it tough. So we can go fit in anywhere. That's the gift we have. We're a melting pot. We're gumbo. You know what I'm saying? It's
the map.
The middle. We have it all. But we didn't have an identity. That was our issue. We don't have that problem no more. We have an identity that we spoke about. He's made the identity real. These other artists that's writing for everybody now has made the identity real. If you look at the music, a lot of people from Omaha, even from Radio 1, she's from here. Cheryl Underwood is from here. We can keep going, you know what I'm saying? Like, our staple is in the game, and they stole our sound. The Omaha sound. It's been used so many times and we didn't get no credit. That's because it was our writers.
Right. So that's what I was going to say. Like, we have an identity, but what is the sound to match that identity? Because every home base that produces a ton of artists, whether they stay in that sound or not, you have a home. Like, I'm from Texas.
Right.
off rip, I know who from Dallas, who from Houston,
yep.
and then who from Shreveport,
Yeah.
who from New Orleans. Off rip, right? Because
Right.
there's a sound particularly that you at least grow up in and come out of. And I
Yeah.
think our biggest thing now is we have to define what is our sound. It don't mean you stay in that, but you got to have one because now other people are going to come forward. This is no different than Afro beats. This is no different
Right.
from
Facts.
Louisiana.
But let me
bounce
break
music.
it down.
It's no different from Memphis juking music.
You're right, but we have a sound.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go back to your all A's, your flow easies, your full clips, your Pocket Pete and Freddie Deads, your old Toots album, your I'm talking about before me, the Young Rebels, Enoch Pittman. I don't know if you know who Enoch Pittman is, but he used to make tracks back in the day. Then you had another Enoch. He lives in Florida now. He played the drums, bald-headed, swole. That's all our sound. Lil Carl Washington, our sound. There our sound is if you go do the history on the music, but no one does it.
Yeah.
Because guess why? You know what this is? It's a top 40 town.
Yep.
It's a top 40 town. We are,
Top 40 urban town.
you know what I'm saying? We are the minority, literally here. So we only catering to a small group of people, which is us. You ain't like in Dallas. You can cater to us. It's 1 million of us.
Right.
In Houston, you can cater to us. It's 1 million.
Yeah.
In LA, you can cater to that because it's 1 million. New York, it's 1 million. Each borough is different, you know, but here it's
40,000.
tops. Tops.
Yeah.
Tops. So you get what I'm saying? So you have like ISO, King ISO. I'm gonna use him for example. Though he's with Strange Music and he's from here, their music is catered to a whole different crowd. But it was smart because guess what? That crowd is here.
Exactly.
And he stays.
They shows packed every time.
You see what I'm saying? And he stays to the catering. I haven't learned how to cater to what's here. I'm a mainstream rapper. That's just who I am. So I've accepted it. I'm a mainstream rapper. I don't know how to cater to what's here because I want to cater to everywhere.
Right. And I think that's the way you got to think.
Yeah.
I mean, especially now, access to the internet and social media and all that type, you can tap into as many audiences as you want to.
Exactly.
And when everybody else want to catch up, then you leave that to them. But it's no longer your responsibility.
Right. Yeah. You know something. We're gonna be talking after this, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been actually learning some stuff, and the algorithm has caught me lately.
Yeah.
It's been catching me, so I'm like, oh, I found it. I know what to do now.
I mean, you post some good stuff. Like, all that matters is them clips, them hot clips. Once one person catch on,
and that's what I've been
just
learning.
run. Yep.
I used to try to put a whole video out. Now I'm just doing.
We on short form, short wave. This even what we doing here can be. It's not archaic. It's just you have to drive an audience here versus 10, 15 years ago. People would look for long form content.
Yeah.
Now you have to drive them there. People will listen. People will sit through 3 hours at their job and listen to whatever. But you got to drive them there. So it's just about being smart and strategic on what do you clip up, how do you do it,
Yeah.
where do you put what type of clip, how do you use the search engines, which are hashtags. They're not just cool things to put.
Well, it's funny, the algorithm is changing so much now. It's like hashtags are almost irrelevant in a sense.
Boom.
With SEO, it's pulling from whatever is embedded in your caption, just strictly off words.
Caption.
So like
Title.
you're like whenever you post a video and it's like the caption where you do whatever
so it's a
copy
world
you
premiere.
add.
It's a world premiere. It's perfect.
So that's why if you go, I listen to a lot of Gary Vee, and he'll tell you that the most organic platforms to use right now in business or anywhere really is TikTok is still pretty organic. YouTube Shorts.
Boom. That's where it's at.
And then if you're in business, LinkedIn. Where you get your organic reach. And if you go look at YouTube Shorts, watch how they title the video. I look at the titling, right? Some of it get on my nerve because they really they use
sound clicking. What is it called? Clickbaiting. Yeah.
So you will see that like he exploits or explodes or
But you're only with YouTube Shorts. I think you're only allotted like up to 130 characters.
Yeah, it's
So
short.
you don't. Yeah, you don't get much at all. So,
but they can go fast.
yeah.
Young guy do shorts. Here's some of his shorts done went.
Yeah.
Right,
Man.
I mean, what? Some of his shorts done went. I'm talking like 60,000 went.
Really?
Yeah, just real quick.
And you could build up like your subscriber base strictly off shorts and not have no long form videos. Like that's the beautiful part about YouTube Shorts. So take one piece of content and just spread it across all platforms and just see how it does.
Yeah. So what you charge?
I'll talk about that off mic. that price is gonna go up. Stop playing.
Today's
But you
price is
said
yesterday
right.
prices.
You said no.
But no, it works. Like I think perfect example, Ching Diamond, the artist out of here, right?
Yeah. Chink is another one.
Yes.
Give me
Like if she, let's just say she didn't do nothing on social media, she just kept popping up like to school, small events and stuff like that and performing, like her audience would be siloed. But once she got on social media and she's telling her story, the views are skyrocketing. I think she got like 23 million off of one video.
Yep, she did.
Yeah, like.
Oh, she told her story.
Exactly.
Yeah, that story. Yep, she did.
Yep.
So
you just gave me an idea. Because my hashtag has been, I got something to say for...
it's too long.
I got something to say, it's too long?
Yeah.
Is it? But IGSTS has been my...
Some people gotta... That's a different when you get into...
So something to say is too long too?
I mean, you could keep it for
You can
yourself,
keep it,
but like you got to think from the consumer perspective. What are people typing in? Nobody's gonna like that's true to you, so you're gonna know what that
and
stands
you can
for.
keep it in there. You don't got to take it out. But
as
you
a
gotta
tracking
figure out
system.
What are people gonna easily grab to, click to? You know, and that's why, like, so even for myself, like when I do my events, I'm an alliteration king, right? I like words that start with a letter and the second word start with that letter. My business is rooted rhythm. I got this.
Right.
That's why I put sneaker soiree instead of sneaker ball.
Yeah.
I wanted to change it from what everybody's doing, but
Same
also it's same letter, 2 syllables on both.
Yeah.
Like I think on that level of like, all right, there's a flow, it's a rhythm to a sneaker soiree.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you're a wordsmith on
a
it.
little bit.
Yeah.
And so I think on that level to see how I can market it in the future. And even if I don't ever get there, I'm always thinking everybody got that, but they don't got soiree.
Yeah.
They don't know what that means. I think on that level and in the flow and the rhythm and the cadence and the bounce, you know what I'm saying? So even with Streets A&R and how I was did our intro, I was thinking about the beats, the flow, the rhythm. Like I'm thinking on that level at all times. So it becomes easy for somebody to remember or grasp once they catch it.
Indeed.
Then it's just about how do we put out enough to get people to grasp it and see it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So so you got to get into that mode when it comes to marketing. 'Cause this is marketing. Remember, social media is media, but everybody can do it.
Yes.
It's still media.
Yep.
Still like billboards. It's like radio. It's just media, but now you can do it. So you have to think of it from a media perspective.
Yeah.
You got to think of it. Why do perfume and cologne commercials do what they do in those ads? There's a reason why they always got a naked man going after a naked woman, or how they flowing in the water.
It grabs you.
There's a particular reason why. There's a reason why you put red lipstick on a woman. There's a reason. There are reasons. There are legitimate study reasons. So you got to figure out what's going to drive you the most in your lane. Like, what is it?
Right.
You got something to say. Maybe your hashtag might be say something.
Well, you know what?
That's
Or start the video out like camera close to your mouth. I got something to say. Like, so
And
you
then
know he about to come with some fire shit.
Just
Well, y'all hearing it live here right now.
I mean,
they're marketing me up right now. I'm about to rebrand.
I'm gonna give you. I'll give you some. We are Streets A&R, so we gonna help A&R.
That's what you're supposed to do.
But it's
say the name.
So it's a dude named Pat Jr. He a rapper. He dropped it. He got an album called Grill Talk. So his whole promo for Grill Talk is a camera shot right here. He got his grill in, but he's rapping and he'll put his words up because he a lyrical rapper.
Yeah.
But it's Grill Talk.
Indeed.
And they've done that. Wild, the group that came out of California that popped just last year.
That Contra,
Coast
Oh,
Contra.
okay.
they cold.
They cold as
Yeah,
shit,
I
boy.
love them.
But they found what makes them go. Hey, why don't we sit at a table as a group, a collective, and freestyle?
MC,
And let's get to it. Boom, boom, and give that old thing back.
Indeed.
They because we don't have groups, so they capitalize on what was it about groups,
Right.
So people are finding with them in who they are and their essence and what product they're putting out. What's the best way to market this that's unique to who we are and what we're trying to do,
Facts.
and that's how you think about it.
I tried to stay where I got something to say because I wanted to stay consistent with something.
And I like that, but I think when you say, like, once you say it, it'll resonate with people. It'll stick, because then what it'll turn into is people scroll aimlessly, right?
Right.
They scroll without paying attention. As soon as they hear, I got back, let me go back, because they recognize the sound.
So it's putting it at the front. It's like, I got something to say even before you rap, and you can change the tone and inflection based on the song.
Indeed.
But people are gonna be like she said, I got that's true.
Right.
Hold on, I missed that.
Yep.
I'm going back. So it's those things. That's marketing, bro. That's and finding that. And like I said, the hashtag theme in your, it could be say something, but that could be a whole nother push on merch and marketing and
I
by
got something
itself.
to say something.
Say something.
I like that,
And
man.
I said it. And I
this is
said
Streets
it,
A&R. Y'all hearing
Hey,
A&R
that's
right
what we
now.
do.
Yo, they over here lacing my shoes. See, I'm never too old to learn something.
I hope that a tree. What they say, a tree on. Once a tree stops growing, that's when it dies.
Yeah,
So we're constantly learning until death. We're supposed to, because once you stop, you dead.
indeed.
Yeah.
I like that quote Gandhi has. It says, "Learn as if you was gonna live forever. Live as if you're gonna die tomorrow."
Hard. Motherfucking bars.
You understand me?
Next bomb.
See, they don't know most of us artists
Right.
are intelligent
Yeah.
or read, and how will we be able to? Now, some of them,
No,
you could tell there's
Well, they're not artists; they are performers, and that's a conversation we got to save for another day. Are you a performer, or are you an artist?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I like that. I'm gonna answer it for you, for me, but not as a long answer. I'm both. I was a performer before I was an artist. I was a better performer. Like you hear my song right now, right? It's tight in person, but to hear it on the album, it was like, oh, that's cool. But to see me do it live, it's like, he's dope. I was a better performer than an artist, and I had to redo a lot after I went to college
Right.
and was in theatrical arts. I became a better artist. You know what I'm saying? Than a performer, and then I had to bring them up together. So now I think I'm kind of, I'm balancing.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you too, real quick. One thing I was telling even our producer, young guy back there, I said the one thing about Toot's music, it's gonna sound good. Means it's engineered properly.
Yeah.
It's mixed and mastered properly.
Quality.
It's high quality. Like I'm like, it don't matter if you think you like him or not. You can hear a clear difference in what his end product is versus some of these other folks who trying to take the quick route. So what is it? What is your philosophy when it comes to making your sound the way it does? Like just the quality.
It's always quality over quantity. And that's what those guys are. They're quantity over quality. I will take my time. I'll do one song a week if I have to and make it sound like it's supposed to against what's out there. Because you had Soulja Boy that created his sound, the way he did it, but he had engineers that said, we're going to make this sound low, but with a quality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your little sound like forks hitting in his beats. Ding, dong, dong.
Right,
But
right.
when they mixed and mastered it, you know what I'm saying? They brought a quality to it. So I learned quality over quantity. And I choose to stay where the quality is. I don't bounce around. I used to bounce around studio to studio. And I started learning the difference of quality. I used to work at Digital Age Studio. It was the first digital studio here. Is a white guy named Brent Wilson, still around. All the rappers went there. He had quality. You had basement sounding stuff from other studios that was around, and it just didn't have the quality. Yeah, you had to meet the beat a hit, doom, doom, you know. No one knew how to mix voices and bring it all together. He had a mastering equipment. He had the mixing equipment, so I stayed where the quality was at. And when he got out of it, Mo Smooth started going, and he got better at his quality. So I stuck there for a while. And then Wade, you know, worked with, was doing it, and Queso being who he was, he came back in, and this is their story, but and showed a lot of people some stuff, and it brought a lot of the quality up. What I mean, when I tell you this dude is cold, man, this dude is everything. You know what I'm saying? So I stay where the quality at. And I tell him, okay, just like I tell Queso today, we just worked to get today. I said, bro, I'll just come to Atlanta and record. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna come down there and record. Oh, you can go record and just send it. No, I'm not doing it.
You know, once you found your person.
Yeah, it's just I'm not doing it no more. So as he elevates, my sound elevates. He teaches me new tricks. Nah, you gotta do your voice like this. It's what they doing now. Nah, take that word out.
He producing.
Exactly.
Not beat making, I'm producing.
He's producing.
Right.
So that's the difference between, Wade does it too, he produces. That's the difference between an engineer and working with a producer that knows how to work it all. Esther Dean is a producer now. She writes and produces. You know what I'm saying? Trosha, she's a producer now. She writes and produces. She y'all know Trosha Keaton? Y'all heard of Trosha Keaton?
I don't know her.
You ever heard of the rap group named Skins? The girl group?
No.
See, this is why you got to tap into. Go to CW.
My mom works down there.
Okay, go down to CW.
So I'm gonna check that out.
And go look on the wall. You're gonna see my picture. You're gonna see all these musicians that you're gonna see everybody that was somebody in the talent show era because talent shows was the shit. This was it. You know what I'm saying? This is where you learned how to perform, where you learned how to outshine.
And he had a studio in his basement.
He did. He had two of them. Because that's where Fonzo Icon. Fonzo is another one. He has quality. Fonzo, I call him Big Nose, because he got a big helmet. When he hears this, Fonzo, your nose huge, because he called me Big Nose too, but his nose is fatter than mine. He can breathe. He breathes more air than me. You know what I'm saying? If he's in here, we in the dungeon. Yeah, we're going to. We're suffocating. Yeah, no, but Fonzo has a quality. He's from New Jersey. He's from, and he brought that quality here, and he was in the basement of CW. So I just never left the quality. Wherever the quality was, that's where I was.
Yeah.
And then once I found the ultimate and top quality and that industry sound, I stayed right there.
You got to. Don't give it up. You got to sound like you got what they say, dress for the job you want.
Yes,
the one you got. So that's
and you ain't working with him for nothing.
Right. And he don't work with everybody.
Exactly.
So it was I knew him when he was 13.
Wow.
And I was 18, turning 19. And he like, big homie, put me on. I never forget it. I was coming from church because I had just got out of jail from New Orleans. You get out of church, you got out of jail, you like, right. I was facing 20 years. I was facing 20 years. It wasn't no joke. It was 5 to 20. So I was going to do 5 at the bottom. But Lord, brought me out of it. But I was coming from church, caught him in the hood because, he's from, James area. And, hey, big homie too, man, put me on something. I told him, I said, because he was little cheese back then. I said, and he was dope. He was a battle rapper. He was snappy. I said, bro, you're going to surpass me. I said, matter of fact, anything that I can do for you, you could do for yourself. What is doing a song going to do? I said that to him. And fast forward, he changed all his directions and went to engineer school and made his way into the industry through that pipeline and made it to all the rooms you can think about. Right. I'm talking about the Cardi's rooms, the Rihanna rooms, the Tank rooms. I'm talking about all the rooms. Waka. He's for years he was with the Brick Squad. That Brick Squad. So when I told him that he evolved into a whole different thing. And came back. And it's like,
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
beautiful.
That's what I tell my cousins and them. It was funny because I remember just having my cousin who's in the NFL right now. He was like, I'm in school. I'm going to college. He's like, I want to be like you. I said, no, you don't.
Yeah.
I said, you're supposed to be better than me. So, and I always told him, you're going to be better than me. That's the point. Everybody, I'm not supposed to be the top.
Indeed.
I'm supposed to get to the top, and then you're supposed to top that.
Top that.
That is
Now you have your standard.
Yeah.
Right.
You have to go beyond it.
Yeah. So you go
Facts.
break ground. So I stand by that 100% with kids. Anybody, you're supposed to be better than me. You are not going to be like me. I might teach you some foundational things.
Yeah.
I will help you get you in position, but you got to be ready to go past it.
Indeed.
So, man, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I work with the kids right now.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I work with kids when I ain't recording. I work with kids every day. Troubled kids. I did 13 years at the Douglas County Youth Center. So when you talk about them kids, man, it's a real passion. I work with them kids.
Yeah.
I mean, and I ain't gonna say kids, teenagers.
Yep.
Okay.
Where they're at this point, like when you tell them something like that, they'll grab it. They ain't gonna grab it at 7 to 8.
no.
They're gonna grab it at 13 to 18. They're grabbing it around there. And that's what's gonna help them. I got like 30-year-olds come up to me, man, what you said to me in jail, man, that's what helped me. That got me through when I had to go do my sentence. I'm like, what did I say? I gave them some meat. That meat you gave your cousin, the meat I gave Queso, and they come back a whole different person just from that eating on that meat.
Got to. And we definitely appreciate you coming through too.
Man, I'm wrong with it.
Real quick, I
love it.
want to tell the people, man, what are you got going? You still working? My man ain't washed. Like, don't even think that. My man just did 260,000 views on YouTube on a video last year. Y'all stop playing with my man.
You understand me? And I'm consistently now, out of the first 2 weeks, I'm getting the 50K views. That video that hit the 250,000 is still going. That got Amber Ty in the video from Country Wayne skits.
Yeah.
I was probably the only artist that got her. So with that help, that showed me a lot. But right now what I'm doing, I'm doing singles. I have probably like, I bullshit you not, I probably have like 300 songs. Yeah. Right. I mean, I have more than that, but 300 songs mixed, mastered, and ready
to go.
I love that.
Like my clips are ready. And I just recorded today. Another one.
Wow, okay.
And I'm still my next video is called Feeling Good. I got a shot of Crawford in there from the parade. It's about, that I wrote right after he knocked out Spence. That song Feeling Good, because I was feeling good.
Oh yeah, I think we all had that adrenaline running through our veins that night.
And that's what I was explaining in the song. Feeling good when you're feeling good, and I made that into like kind of like an Omaha song. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm promoting now. I'm gonna drop it this weekend before Christmas, so that everybody can feel good through Christmas and New Year. You know what I'm saying? Feel good.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm still recording and I'm putting out singles and having fun, living life, man. And I am living my dream. So everybody think it's supposed to look like I'm supposed to be doing what Lil Baby doing, or your J. Cole's or your Kendricks. No, I'm living my dream. I am Toot, the rapper.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I love it. I got ice, a lot of it.
Yeah.
But what does that mean?
Right.
Thanks.
But I put the costume on too, but I'm living my dream. I am Toot the rapper, and people know me for what I do. I sing, I rap, I entertain. And that's what I wanted to do.
And that's so admirable because, like you said, like speaking to those artists or just even certain artists, like at some point they get to this pinnacle, right? And they all begin to talk about the same thing. And it's, I've done what I wanted to do, but I wish that I could go back to when I was living in my passion, but there was like a sense of normalcy.
Indeed.
So you're in that sweet spot.
And I love it.
That's tight.
Because I could choose to say, I ain't going to put nothing out this month or next month. There's no pressure. Because I'm doing, like you said, and I know your time. We on time?
He said time to go. No, we
time to You see him over there, he like, grab the chin hard like 3 times. I said, no, like I'm long-winded. When it's this is beautiful. This is, and when it's like that, I get very comfortable. And I open up because you don't have these many settings that's for real. Yeah, you can sit at a table and record yourself, get online. And I don't knock that because I go do those too, but this is like different.
Yeah.
This has a different feel, and I feel like I'm on. You compared yourself to Joe Budden. No, this is Streets A&R.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is our $1 million worth of game. This is our Joe Budden pack. You know, this is our shit. You know, and so I feel real good because this is that shit.
And we definitely appreciate it, dog. Like we're gonna do a part. We're gonna have to do some live events.
I tell you what, just write the questions down so we
live.
Yeah, listen.
It's live.
We can't AR for ourselves. We gonna have some shit coming in 2024.
Hey, I'm ready.
Man, it's just it's good to get people who've been doing it, who are doing it at an extremely high level, and to still be able to touch and be grounded. And give people a sense of it. Don't think it all look like that. Sometimes it look like this, but this is good.
It is.
Good. Like you don't understand how good it is. You don't understand the connections I still got. You understand the calls that can still be made.
Indeed.
Yes.
Everybody you think you want to work with, I work with everybody that them and the people they work with
right now.
And that's why these conversations are so important, because you don't know what you don't know. And the majority of the people don't know because they haven't reach that point. But when you reach that point, you know what I mean? So it's like, you ain't missing out on nothing. Like, just keep doing you. I promise you okay.
And people think that the atmosphere, and I know you gotta go, and I'm, like I said, I ain't gonna get long.
No, you good.
I'm adding to what you said. The atmosphere is supposed to look like what it looked like in LA.
Yeah.
Or this. No, this is our atmosphere.
Right.
This is what it looks like here.
Yes.
They don't want that though. So they like, I got my own record label, right? I can go grab a young guy, go get a Grammy nominated producer and get that sound under him, get the engineering sound under him, and he would still want to go sign with Lil Baby.
Yep.
Or your Birdmans or somebody else, because that's what it looks like to them.
Right.
They don't understand this is what it looks like here.
Here. And the only way to pop a place is for the people there to work with each other to make it go.
Yeah.
And prime example, we gonna get out of here. Look up Nashville, Tennessee, and see what they really doing.
Oh,
Nashville, the rap scene, the hip hop scene, bro. They got people that they're a writing city too, so they got a whole lot of Grammy winning writers.
Oh, they got it all there.
They got it all, and it's quiet as kept. But they have been
some music capital, ain't it?
It's a music capital, but not necessarily for hip hop. But to go see what the hip hoppers are doing there. Which is why I had an artist come from there to come out here last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why, and I'm watching it, and I'm watching more of it real time too with other stuff they got going. But that's how you do it. They elevate each other.
Indeed.
You elevate each other. People don't try to reach up, reach out.
Indeed.
These folks here y'all gonna band together and start to raise it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Because if you're saying we good and we dope, well, work with them.
Exactly. Like Issa Rae said, network horizontally.
Because it's not for you to reach up, it's for the people up top to see what y'all going, because y'all groundswell, they gonna reach down and pick you up.
You're right, but y'all a perfect combo, because she just jumped off of that real quick on you, like, boom, you threw her alley, and she just said,
alignment.
You understand me?
Alignment.
It's been aligned. It
Indeed.
was not planned.
No.
There was, I have a vision. I had a vision, bro. Things are running in line, in tandem with the universe and how they working. Again, I don't care, and it's part because of the spirit of what this is. You feel it.
Yes, sir.
I don't care where we really go. Like, I have a vision of what it could be.
Yeah.
But let's try.
Right. And that's how you know it's gonna take off, when you don't care.
Like,
Indeed, it's just effortless.
Yeah.
You're effortless.
Yeah, we're free. We free to try. We free to experiment. We're free to do.
Yeah.
We're free to reach out. We're free to do all this stuff. So we just working on that. and that's the energy we work off of, and that's just how we gonna make this thing go. Like this is going. We are in a, like you said, we're now out of it's cracked. We're out of the soil.
Yeah, we're out of the soil.
We're the bud out of the soil. And I'm talking about this city, this place.
That's bars. The bud is out of the soil.
Woo! Let's go.
I told y'all
This is Streets A&R, y'all. This is Streets A&R.
One more time.
Man, we getting out of here on that.
That was it
Bud
right
out
there.
the soil. Name of the episode. So we getting out of here, man. We will definitely appreciate you.
Yeah,
we got a lot
Yes.
for this next year, bro. We will be in contact because I got a lot of things cooking up.
Man, please, and I will be I will be there.
Yes, sir.
When you call.
We'll appreciate you, man. Make sure y'all tune in. It's Streets A&R. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, share, comment, all of that, man. We on everything but Apple Music, man. That's Streets A&R. I mean, you have to remember, like,
is it an and sign?
it is in the title, but when you're doing, your handles, they don't let you do them signs. So Streets A&R. And make sure y'all become a part of the street team, man. We appreciate y'all. Toot, man, you're officially part of our street team, man. That's our followers, that's our supporters.
Hey.
You see how all this stuff flow. You on the street team.
You understand me?
See what I'm saying? So, man, we appreciate you, bro. Much love and much luck to you on your journey as you continue to journey through this, man. And we looking for big things, man.
Indeed, bro.
Yes,
I appreciate y'all having me.
Yes,
Beautiful,
sir, man. It's your host, Giddy Jicky with it.
And it's your girl, CLB.
And we out of here, y'all.
Out. Peace.
Oh.
The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.